to another edition of the news in Africa and the world. A top court has ruled that the alleged Rwandan genocide financier Felicien Kabuga should be transferred to a UN tribunal to stand trial on charges of genocide and crimes against humanity. UN prosecutors accuse the former tea and coffee tycoon of bankrolling and importing huge numbers of machetes for ethnic Hutu fighters that killed hundreds of thousands of Tutsis and moderate Hutus in Rwanda during a 100-day period in 1994. He is also accused of setting up a militia that carried out massacres as well as radio broadcasts inciting people to murder. He has denounced the charges, including genocide and incitement to commit genocide, as lies. Francis Cour de Cassation, in a statement, said it considers that the investigating chamber was able to survey correctly that there was no legal or medical obstacle to the execution of the arrest warrant, transfer order to the United Nations Detention Center in Arusha, Tanzania. His lawyers have pleaded that Kabuga has a frail health, not permitting him to travel to Tanzania, especially during the coronavirus pandemic. Kabuga's arrest in Paris in May ended a manhunt lasting more than 20 years. Authorities in Sierra Leone have imposed a travel ban on former President Ernest Bai Koroma and several officials, about 100 of them, who served during his term over allegations of corruption. The Anti-Graft Commission is part of an effort by current President Julius Maada Bio to pinpoint who was behind the country's economic collapse. The allegations are linked to wrongdoings involving mining, construction and procurement contracts. They have been ordered to pay back stolen money, forfeit their houses, or they will be further investigated. His opposition, All People's Congress Party, has dismissed the allegations, with one of his lawyers saying they will go to court to challenge the ruling. Last week, President Maado Bio said the commission of inquiry led by foreign judges was a major breakthrough that will help make corruption unfashionable and risky. Ernest Bai Koroma was president from 2008 to 2017. After 2 days of strike at the Kenyatta National Hospital in Nairobi, workers call it off after a court ruling. Justice Maureen Onyango of the Employment and Labor Relations Court ordered the more than 5,000 workers back to work pending a hearing. The secretary of the Kenya National Union of Nurses, the KNUN, said union leaders had come to a consensus to change the tact of fighting for the interests of hospital workers and will hence resort to the court process. Health workers were protesting against delayed payment of revised salaries and allowances. The revised salaries were as a result of a resolution from an advisory committee that was passed in 2012. The Salaries Remuneration Commission, refusing to accept part of the blame, has however added that it will re-evaluate jobs at Kenyatta National Hospital to address any emerging issues, and upon completion of the exercise it will issue its advisory. The strike suspension comes a day after one person died in the hospital's car park. Nigeria today, October 1, celebrated 60 years of independence from its colonial rule in 1960. It was a time of great excitement for Nigerians who were bursting with ideas for what they could accomplish as an independent nation. In 1963, Nigeria adopted a new constitution and became a republic, with Nnamdi Azikiwe as president and Tafawa Balewa as prime minister. At this point, the country still had a semblance of democracy. This year's celebration will be held under the official slogan, "Together at 60. President Muhammadu Buhari, in his speech during the Diamond Jubilee presidential broadcast, insists on petroleum price increase in the country. He highlighted the economic challenges the country is going through, with every single economy in the world in crisis. Among these setbacks are also security challenges in some parts of the country, while there are society suffers from a high loss of moral rectitude, which is driven by unbridled craving for political control, Buhari said. It is worth noting that this year's celebration is taking place within a specific context, that of the coronavirus pandemic. Now to the U.S., the Presidential Debate Commission says it will soon adopt changes to its format to avoid a repeat of the disjointed first meeting between President Donald Trump and Democratic Joe Biden. The commission said the debate made clear that additional structure should be added to the format of the remaining debates to ensure a more orderly discussion of the issues. According to a person familiar with the deliberations who spoke on conditions of anonymity, one possibility being discussed is to give the moderator the ability to cut off the microphone of one of the debate participants while his opponent is talking. Moderator Chris Wallace struggled to gain control of the 90-minute debate in Cleveland because of frequent interruptions, primarily by Donald Trump. He pleaded for a more orderly debate, at one point looking at Trump and saying the country would be better served if we allow both people to speak with fewer interruptions. Biden on Wednesday called the debate a national embarrassment, but despite some suggestions that the final two presidential encounters be cancelled, both campaigns said they expected their candidate to attain. The next presidential debate is a town hall format scheduled for October 15 in Miami. And European leaders are meeting this Thursday to tackle rifts that threaten their huge coronavirus recovery package and weaken their ability to respond to crises on their borders with Turkey and Belarus. The first night of the remarkable two-day EU summit will be controlled by the bloc's tricky ties with Ankara, which is entangled in a dangerous maritime standoff with Greece and Cyprus. At a turbulent four-day marathon summit in July, the leaders agreed to borrow to build a €750 billion coronavirus stimulus fund to be backed by a €1 trillion long-term EU budget. But the EU Parliament could yet withhold approval for the package, and Hungary and Poland could also block the deal if their access to funds is linked to their respect for EU legal and democratic values. The Netherlands, Sweden, Austria, Denmark and Finland, considered as frugal countries, oppose restoring the budget cuts and insist on the importance of the rule of law. A German compromise proposal, which will see states only fined for rule of law breaches involving the spending of EU funds, narrowly won the support of EU ambassadors ahead of the summit. That was it for today's edition. Thanks for watching, and until we meet again, do take care and stay safe.